Hey guys, Tarke here, and today we're doing a Patreon build review for Stormcall Mjolnir. I have for a really long time wanted to cast a gigantic amount of Stormcalls, and so the obvious choice is cast on crit Mjolnir. I tried Theorycrafting a tree and took a random standard character to try it out, but it's still kinda experimental and something I may play in League. To fix attributes, I use the Lethal Pride. Just about everything about the build is not very good and doesn't do very much damage or is very tanky. That's what I like to hear. I'm up for every change as long as I can cast enormous, in caps, amounts of Stormcall, preferably with lots of AoE. And he gave me a PAB, and this is the PAB. So, yeah. Since this is something that he just messed around with in standard, we can, in theory, change everything. I already despise the tree. But we'll look at the items he's wearing. And then we'll go on PoE Ninja, we'll look at some other Mjolnir setups, and we'll try and pull the best we can together. So he's DOS wielding the Mjolnirs. Dossy wield. Stark, Belly of the Beast. Then just Life Resists, Life Movement Speed, Choir of the Storm. Not very good these days. Life. Alright. Wrath, Stormcall, Ellie Focus, Cascade, Stormcall, Ellie Focus, Cascade, Cyclone, Ellie Focus, Stormcall, Crit, cast on crits, faster attacks. Faster attack seems like a weird link there. Also, you need to be careful with... so with cast on crit, there are attack thresholds. That if you go over the thresholds, you like miss out on casts. So, yeah, be careful about stuff like that. Leap Slam, Blood Magic, Second Wind, Dash. Crowd of Thunder, Clarity, Varrectus Fire, Precision. Word of the Grave, Lightning Bolt. Alright. That's the noise I'm gonna make. Right, let's have a look and see how some people are doing Mjolnir. Now, we're gonna have the issue that we're gonna have a lot of profiles popping up which don't actually use Mjolnir. They're just using it because they're a Hollow Palm build, right? So they're using it because of the stats. So let's look at couple of things. Let's see how some people are doing it, and then we'll do our own fresh one. So yeah. Seems like a lot of people are doing it with Ball Lightning. Couple of arcs. Okay. So let's look at the Ball Lightning ones. Alright. And yes, I know you can middle mouse click. I prefer to do it this way. It's just how I feel about life. So one Mjolnir, Ziri's Reflection, Mark of the Shaper, Shaper's Touch, 2-10. Okay. Root out the top. Doesn't seem like the most useful point of 3 points. Boom, 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 boom. Is that a thread? That's a thread. Okay. Cyclone, slower proj, cast on crit, Ball Lightning, added lightning, woke. Ball Lightning, slower proj, added lightning, precision, Valdespin, enlightened zealotry. Okay. You've got to be a bit awkward with the stat requirements because you need so much strength and int for the Mjolnir. Slow points. Venomous Boots, that's an interesting one. So you've gone Templar, route down that way. So he's a life, and he's got a Thread of Hope in there. Not Thread of Hope, sorry, Timeless Jewel there. I think I'd probably do this as I'd be tempted to go Castle Channeling and go Cyclone, Ellie Overload, rather than doing the crit thing. This is probably more the way I would do it. But yeah, I think Cyclone Castle Channeling might be smoother to get off the ground, but maybe the Castle and Crit version's the better endgame version. From the Inward Right, Cowards series. With nearly all ES space. Okay. Interest, we've got a couple of life versions. Nice. So a couple of life versions are all going to be in quiz. Out of interest, like in hardcore. What was his version? His version was life. Since he played a life build, we'll try and stick to a life version. Okay. Oh wait, no, these are people not actually playing Mjolner. Purifying Flame, Fire Pen, Castle Channeling, Cyclone, yeah. Yeah. See, it's cool because you can put Wave of Combustion there because it's a lighting skill. But yeah, I kind of like the look of this sort of a tree. Get all the strength nodes. See, this is kind of more the vibe I'd be going down, but obviously you need to do it for Stormcall, so not Chieftain. But probably Templar. Probably do a similar looking tree. Let's have a look at this. I'm curious by Mjolnir and the Chimeras. That seems an odd pick. Herald from the Cold Pen. So he's got a big Herald of Thunder, Cyclone, Fortify, and he's got a Varlock in there. Okay. A lone messenger, so he's got one big Herald of Thunder. That's kind of cool. Can't dig that. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of just starting over here, just going hard left, going Ellie over, doing castle channeling stuff. Mjolnir, Ellie Overload. Kind of dig this one as well. Cyclone Life Gain on hit, faster attacks, Fortify, Innovate. So yeah, you can have it so the Cyclone's just pure utility, it's just proccing your Fortify, maybe an Innovate, maybe put a Cull, maybe a Life Gain on hit on there. So you've got one of two ways. I would go Castle Channeling, or go for pure utility Cyclone. And I would probably go in Quiz, or I would go... I mean, if you wanted all the AoE, you could maybe do a higher version. You could maybe make Hierophant work. And you get a lot of AoE from Elementalist as well. I kind of dig this version. I think this would be kind of cool. Get some big Herald actions. Get some big AoE from that. Get the golems running. Oh, Super Soldier the Gaze currently using. Right. Okay, so... let's look at some Ascendancy options, shall we? I hope you're doing alright. Just wondering whether we know more Baycasts. Yes, there'll be more Baycasts. We had to take a break from Baycasts because I was very unwell, so I took a quick break from streaming. The main reason we took a break from Baycasts today was the method races. I was actually trying to organize one, but then everyone was busy. We'll get back to them as soon as we can. So you're not going crit base, so you'd not go for that. Path, Orc. Swell energy costs. Spellers to attack costs Spellers now. Back to attack recently costs attack recently. And if you'd hire, you'd go like Sanctuary of Thought. Arcane Blessing. Steam, dude! Thank you. Very kind of you. Yeah, I kind of dig the idea of this. Alright, so how much strength do we need? 412 strength. Okie dokie. Shove a cluster jewel, would shove it in there probably. Kind of curious about maybe doing something weird with Necro. Just Corpse Pact is really strong, and if you're going to be rooting around this outside the tree, you could just grab Spiritual Aid. Maybe that's a meme. Breath of Lightning, Thunder. Do you still take Breath of Lightning? Could, but you don't need to. You can Intuitive Instinct. Sorry, Intuitive Leap, grab Blast Radius, Prodigal Affection, Mystic Bulwark if you want to. Could take Mysticism if you're dual wielding Mjolnirs. I wouldn't, I'd just go single Mjolnir. Strength, you want some AoE. Marauder start. Grab Soul of Steel. That's most of the life. Sorry, that's most of the strength problem solved. 76. $108. Could change the routing a bit. So coming on the top, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut the top section. Could route that way. Period Flash gives strength. I don't really want to drop it. That's a good slot for cluster jewels if you run them. So I don't really want to drop those. You can also get stats on cluster jewels. So I don't really want to drop that. But I think definitely going to Marauder Start is the way, because you need a ridiculous amount of strength. Another thing you can do is, instead of routing this way, you can route into Marauder from this direction. You can jump into Duelist if you want to. People generally do it that way around. They cut off this top bit, but you want the attack speed. And, yeah. Not the attack speed, sorry, you want to pick up all the excess strength. You don't need Unwavering Stance, you could grab it. You could grab extra Fortify Effect if you wanted it. Fortify Effect's pretty good. You don't need that Timeless Jewel, you could drop that Timeless Jewel. So that was 386 strength, so you could take one strength load and you have enough strength with that tree. So I think that's probably the tree. Where are you going to get your damage from? You're going to get your damage from Golems and Mastermind of Discord. So you just do a bunch of Golem scaling. So you probably want to pick up a couple more jewels. 1, 2, 3... You could do a cluster into like more golem jewels. So maybe rather than doing like a full golem jewel setup, maybe you just do a like a large into. What does this guy do? He went auras. I'd maybe just do like large into 2 golem jewels. Also, maybe just go like heavy on golem jewels. Kind of dig this. See, how does he do his tree? He takes those points. Those points are actually quite good for the minion. See, I kind of want to take Spiritual Aid. If you take Spiritual Aid, then you get to take the... You get some minion regen, and then the minion damage also affects you, and it's another avenue of scaling your damage. Because like you're the minions dying is the most frustrating part of playing an elementalist. Because your minions dying just it feels trash, and it's still damage. You get 1% minion life regen. You get 1% life regen. Get some minion life. It's something you could think about. You could drop it. You don't have to have it, but I'd maybe be tempted to do something kind of like that. Maybe you cut that off. Maybe you just take these 3 points here. You don't need the attack speed for you. Yeah, I'd be tempted to maybe do that. And then you've got 113 points. So the points are kind of okay-ish. Let's redo all the links and everything. So I'm just going to delete everything. Okay. I'm going to get rid of that. 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 Okay. I'm just going to like delete everything that you had in the build, as you do. Let's start off with a flame golem and a ice golem, a lightning golem, and then you're going to want a storm golem and a chaos golem. A lot of golems. You can fit them in. Spread them out amongst your gear. If you can fit in links to them, take them a bit tankier, great. If not, oh well. You can do some automated stuff with them where they are linked to like casting damage takens. It depends on how heavy you go on your other links. Otherwise, you're going to need a Wrath, and you're going to want a Herald of Thunder. That leaves you with 31, and then you can do a Flesh and Stone. So you're blinding enemies. That leaves you with 6 on reserve, which is fine because you're just going to be cycloning. You're then going to do Storm Call, linked on weapon 1. You're going to want Woke Spell Cascade. I like how I actually went to search for Woke Spell Cascade. You're going to get some generic pen here. You get some pen there. What's going to be the next best thing? Maybe Ellie Focus. Yeah. If you're going to want this build to do damage, you definitely want the Woke Spell Cascade. The Woke Spell Cascade is going to be the single biggest thing. Otherwise, you're going to want a Cyclone. Castle Channeling, Storm Call, 21 as well. Spell Cascade, Ellie Focus, and then probably a Lightning Pen. Configuration is a boss. Alright. Cool. So that's 45k damage, but with Woke Spell Cascade, there's like, what, 5 of them? Because it adds an extra 2, I believe. I think it's 5. So then that's 45 times 5, and then you've got the Storm Calls from that times 5. It's still pretty shitty. It's still pretty shitty, not gonna lie, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Alright. What are the biggest DPS increases? What's this guy got that we don't have? basically nothing. I dig the Sapphiles. The Sapphiles kind of cool. I wouldn't use the Choir for the Storm. I don't know why people would run that. Just the increased lightning damage. Yeah, it's not worth. What class of Jaws you gone for? Destroying Commander. Alright, see if we can get some nice class of Jaws on the build. But this ticks all the boxes because he's getting some AoE here. He's getting massive chunks of AoE rotating around there. Then he's got ailment immunity, which means he can go heavy on his DPS flasks. And then he's got all the Storm Call explosions. You'd be better off doing something like Ball Lightning or like Arc. But you're not getting. He's built it the way he's built it. You know, it's one of those things. Probably go for a plus level shield. Probably want a shield with plus levels, lightning as chaos, and just like as much life as possible. I should say he's using an Archon for the Bants, but oh, it does need to be a ES shield for the plus level. Shield, oops, energy shield. Yeah, plus on to all lightning skill gems. Lightning is extra chaos. Life, just say 70 life. You get much better, but that's what you're going for. Right, then Ami, we're gonna want plus level. Oops, there. Say Onyx. Okay. Elemental damage. Crusader. So for Crusader you can get the Lightning Pen. Lightning damage. Or am I thinking of something else now? No, I tried straight sign. There you go. It's probably unlikely you get both. Yeah, let's just say he just gets the plus the lightning gems in life. But ideally you'd want that and then pen. But just going for that is doable. Let's get rid of these rings. Let's get rid of this belt. Helm, body armor. You could run in impulses. Plus level. Explodey chest. What's the best option for him? They're all just ES boys. Kingsguard. He's doing discharge things. Well, yeah. This is true. Like he routed that way, makes sense. Came across that way. Comes that way, doesn't take that. I guess he just hasn't reached that point in his tree yet. Odd choice. Not sure what chest I'd use for you yet. Maybe plus level chest. Maybe just life percent life. Maybe just a fat incursion chest piece. It's gonna be good. What's the best chest? Just plus levels? Could go Incandescent Heart and run Divine Flesh. Kind of dig that idea. Incandescent Heart, Divine Flesh. How much DPS loss is that? 1.9 per point. And then we can run 2 small jewels. So then we need to cut those points to route that way. So we'll brick those nodes. Or you shove it in the... You have to drop those points as well. Maybe shove it there. You don't have to run. Why did I lose like 100 strength from? Be from all the armor. You can just get strength back on. Yeah, you get strength on like suffix and all the stuff like that. That's fine. If you need more, you can always come up this way and take, you know, life, and you can do this if you get really desperate. Have that as the core. Maybe even root out the side anyway, because you need int as well. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd dig that. Coming out the side anyway, because you need the int. Okay. Let's fill in rings. We're gonna go the Shapers. Presage, an Elder Ring, get some life, get some like nice spells. Yeah, that's gonna be the one. I need one elemental. And then you got good spell damage roll. And then just ring. It's a coral ring. Hold on. Life. Say just 50 life. Fuck it. Reduce reflect, doesn't matter for you. Mana gain on hit, you don't need. Get some lightning leech. Life gain on hit for attacks. Could be solid, to be honest, actually. Since you're cycloning. Yeah, maybe you go for life gain on hit and life. You don't need Warlord's Mark, you don't need Poacher's Mark. Sorry, Stein, just recording a video. Sorry to be ignoring you like that. I get a small percentage. Catch you later. Yeah, otherwise just go for resist or whatever. But you could go for life gain on hit, go for an Elder Ring. Combo's nice with the Mark of the Shaper. There's some synergy there. Any missing resist you need, any missing strength that you need. For body art, I guess you're just going for a plus level chest piece then. Or just a life chest, so just as much life as you can get. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Body armor. Say astral. Oh, you could go for a minus mana cost chest for the cyclone. I don't think your cyclone will cost all that much, but that's a option if you're really struggling. Otherwise, just an explodey chest. Otherwise, just, yeah, shove percent life. Just say it's a... Just say it's a, incursion chest piece, even with just, like, life, percent life, then crafted for life on top. And then helm. Plus minion levels. That's basically it. Keep out of it today, sorry. Try and get as much armor as you can get, because that way you can have a big Vol Molten Shell, which is nice. Just call it 100 life helm. With plus minions, resist, whatever it is you need. And for your belt. And also assume you got strength on like all these pieces. So get your missing strength requirements. You're just going to run a Stygian Vise. With any missing slots. what you need. Life. You can get elemental damage on there, so that's another source of damage. Could go for a... You don't need Cyclopean Core, you've got the element immunity. Is there any unique belts? I don't think there's any unique belts that you need. They have anything fancy? They've got a Cyclopean Coil, Stygian Vise, Crystal. I mean, you're not going to do that. Headhunter. Yeah, Headhunter's pretty good if you can afford it. Mjolnir builds are a pain. You go for an attribute belt, yeah, I guess. You go for an attribute belt if he's stacking. If he's struggling, stacking up his strength. That's Hunter, right? Increased attributes. Yeah, that's a good shout. And then any missing resists. Just strength. And then you just need like strength on one of the slots that you had on your helmet, and you're done. Tribute modern chest. Could also get tribute modern chest, true. There you go. Right, let's look at cluster jewels and then we'll wrap up. Basically, we just have to build a build from scratch, because, you know. If you do want to go crit, that's completely fine. I would maybe look into the Inquis stuff. Fortify helmet. Could do. Could go Fortify helmet. That won't ever proc, because you're not the one doing it. Okay, for the leech, if you want the leech. Go for Thunderstruck. Not Thunderstruck. Storm Charge, Supercharge. Your lightning with non-crits is lucky. That's the one. That's the good one. And call it Prismatic Heart. Add to build. Helps if you add jewels to it, Tarke. You absolute idiot. You don't need that. Supercharge, boom, boom, and then shove. Maybe just shove 2 golem jewels on there. Otherwise, for mediums, you could go for channeling ones to gain endurance charges while channeling. Megalomaniacs. Done. Herald stuff, maybe. There might be some minion stuff you could maybe go for. Otherwise, just shove in life jewels. You could just go full like Anima Stone and, you know, all the golem stuff. Shove 1 Anime Stone in. Let's build. I'll just go full golem jewels. Oh, you probably want to run a Primordial Chain, Ami. That's a good shout, sorry. And then Primordial Eminence is the effect of buffs on you. You don't need the aggressive stuff. And yeah, you just stack Eminence. There you go. Then you have like stupid damage reduction from your stone golem. Sorry, from your chaos golem. You get crazy life regen from your stone golem, and so on and so forth. I'd go something kind of like that as a base. I'd maybe shove Spiritual Aid back into the build. You've got a lot of points to flirt around with. You could shove a Timeless Jewel in. It's only level 85. You could just chase down anything which kind of gives you some damage at this point. Obviously, you'll get more damage going Ball Lightning. It's a bit awkward the way you've done it. So the way you've got it right now is you've got 6 Storm Call, so you've got 600k without a Flask Up. Without Flask Up, that's okay. 600k Shaper Deeps with fairly realistic gear. It's more than that, because then you've also got the other Mjolnir, which is... How much is the other Storm Call doing? The other Storm Call is doing 64k. You've basically got about 1 million. I think you've got just about 1 million Shaper damage. Or Cirrus damage, rather. And if that's on, then you get extra damage as well, because that'll be rotating around. And that's not including any kind of shock or anything like that. Which would be active. Yeah. That actually looks not completely terrible. I would maybe give this a shot. So yeah. Hopefully that is helpful. It's a lot tankier than the setup that you showed me originally. It's got a good chunk of life. You've got a lot of options in the directions you take it from this point. You can go for more life, you can go for more damage. Going for quality of life is really going to be your main thing. You could just chase all the AoE and be like, lol, it's just an AoE build. Boom, boom, makes explodey noises. Would probably try and go for a Wise Oak, balance resist. Would probably also go for a Lightning Pen boot enchant. For extra bootiness. Light enchant. You've got either the flat lightning damage if you haven't killed recently, which isn't that great, or the pen. Where's the pen? A bit better. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that was kind of helpful. Mjolnir. It's a thing. If anyone watching this on YouTube has played a Mjolnir build recently and has some ideas for our lad, would very much appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. Also, I just realized you're probably going to want cooldown recovery on your belt, most likely, if you're doing stuff with like cast while channeling or cast on crit, especially, so you can get more procs. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the direction. If I was to make a build, this is kind of the way I would do it. But yes, I'm Tarke. Have a good day. Mjolnir, by the way. Bye-bye.